How men can deal with their own anger is really, really losing the inherited fear of male power. We need men who stand in their power and by that provide us a role model for male power being of service for peace and safety instead of burning this planet down. So when we are talking about anger, we are actually not talking about anger. We are talking about symptoms of suppressed anger. We are talking about war and violence. That's not anger. Anger is a hell stop. Hell no. But it is not about violence. It is about efficiency and willpower. It is about individuation. And the moment
and saying no, it's not actually going and acting violent toward another, which is an interesting distinction too. Yeah. Keep going with that one.
I mean, it's not about revenge. It's not about a story. Let's say it in these words. Anger is a full contact power. It's maximum intimacy with a situation of threat and of I want something and I care for life in this situation and I disagree. And all of that is so suddenly over when anger is allowed to run through my nervous system. Then maybe it's a fight, but the fight is over and the rest of life is peace. So why people are stuck in the violence is because their nervous system keeps coming up with this charge of anger and then gets a full stop in the middle of the cycle.
Right, it's like just stuffing it.
And the stop and go is always agitation or agitation and collapse. Agitation, collapse, stress, collapse, stress, collapse. And that is like Hollywood harmony and then a breakout.
Right. Conflict. Not letting it through. And I can see, one of the things I would imagine that, and actually couples tell me, it's like, nobody wants to feel blamed, shamed, attacked. I think we've associated anger, at least in our culture, with attack, with blame. And it's not necessarily, right? And so I wonder too, sometimes what I support my men with is like taking the content out of the fight and just letting some of that energy through. Again, I think that can often feel very strange to people who've never done anything like this before, who've never, toned or groaned or anything like that. Like couples are like, what are you telling me to do? This is so weird. And it can be so helpful. Like, I listened to one of your recordings and the music about just like shaking through the anger and letting it through. And I think that's another way too, is that when we're doing some of our own work to release our anger on our own, we can then actually bring more clarity to our partners.
Yes, because what you say, anger provides us with clarity and focus and efficiency in action. And let's be a little bit challenging. Yes, what we suggest is weird, because if the normal mass solutions would work, they would have already worked. Yes, they would have already worked. It's like, do you want to be bored with answers from yesterday for a future of tomorrow? Do you want to be bored?
Yay! Thank you so much for your interest in aliveness, no matter what. If you want to dive deeper into the shaking lifestyle, if you want to stop functioning and start living with every fiber of your being, you are super welcome in my shaking collection. You will find the link in the description below.